guys, how you doing? And welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 for another episode of Haggis in Horsepower. Now this car has been extremely recommended in the comments section, none in particular more than one person. Big shout out to Gary with an exclamation mark right next to his name, so this one is for you, my friend. I know you've been asking for it quite a lot. Now me personally, I do prefer the normal F40 over the Competizione, but I'm hoping this thing kind of persuades me to like it, because to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the bodywork on this thing. We'll get to that in a little minute when we get to that section, but if you are brand new to this series, then what we do is break a car down into tests. So first of all, starting with the manufacturer colours. And as you would probably expect with a car of this rarity, it has only got one manufacturer colour, that is the iconic Ferrari red, but I'll showcase it to you in other colours if you want to see what it looks like. The black personally is what I like it in. It looks very, very cool indeed, very Batmobile-ish. I know that's kind of a cliche thing to say, but again it is. I also like it in the white as well. Looks very cool. Then on to the more outlandish colours like the orange. We have a little bit of a lighter orange. We've got the yellow fading into the green as well. Not too sure if any of these really suit it. I don't mind the sky blue on it though. That doesn't look too bad. Maybe make it a little bit darker and that'll be okay. Then heading on into the purple, over to the pinks, and then back to the red. So what I think we're going to be doing is not really fucking with the colour. We'll just keep it with the classic Ferrari red. So in terms of the price, the F40 Competizione costs a whopping 3 million credits. Now I actually got this on the auction house for around about 1.5 million, so yeah, it was a pretty good deal, I have to say. So next up is the Forza Vista Tour, and we're actually right next to my latest purchase in the game. It's this little cottage right next to the sea. It's absolutely glorious. I love little places like this. Very old school, which I would love to actually own a house like that. Just, it's out in the middle of nowhere, just away from everyone. You get the sea right next to you. Very, very nice views. But speaking of nice views, this car is absolutely glorious. Now, I did mention I'm not really a massive fan of the bodywork. I do prefer the old F40 over the looks of this, because it's a wee bit too fidgety for me, especially around this rear end. It's a wee bit, I don't know, I'd probably say fidgety is the word, if you know what I mean. There's too much going on, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I do understand that it's properly race inspired and everything, properly built for the track, and that's why all these wings and all these like sorts of vents and everything are here. But for me, I prefer the actual road car. So in terms of anything that we can open up, we can't really do much around the front, because I'm pretty sure that is actually strapped shut, and I don't think there'll be much in there anyway, considering the fact it's a proper race car. And then around the rear, we get to see that glorious twin turbo 2.9 litre V8 in all its glory. Look at that exhaust layout, man. That is crazy. I love the look of that. So anyway, I'm going to keep this thing opened up right now so we can hear it a lot better. But let's jump into the interior. Now this is obviously a lot more stripped out than the already stripped out freaking F40. Look at this, man. We get the freaking wire for the door handle right there. Sparkle seats. God's sake. The exposed gear shifter. All the little buttons and everything there. I like this steering wheel though. That is really, really cool. We've got Alcantara all the way around it. And then we get the really cool display in front of us right there. Old school, man. Old school race car. So let's hear how this thing sounds. So as you would expect from a Ferrari, it sounds absolutely glorious. So what we're going to do now is step out the thing, close her on up as we can do right now, and get ourselves ready for the top speed run. So today we're going to be ditching Edinburgh in terms of the top speed run. I have came to the drag racing route, which I'm going to be trying right now. I tried that in my RX-7 the other night and we managed to nearly get up to top speed. So we're going to do the same in the F40. So let's get going. Nice slow start right now. Come on, let's go. Now it is quite a high top speed in this thing, I'll let you know at the very end, but fingers crossed, the traffic is nice to me. We have jumped online, so we won't need to worry about driver tars. So we're nearly at 200 miles an hour already. That's some good news. Some very, very good news. Oh, what's happened over there? Jesus Christ, a big massive traffic jam. Car just wants to move around so much, man. The slightest tap of all of the freaking analog stick and you're going. Can we do a jump across this? Can we keep the speed up? Nope. I think what I seen there was 213 miles an hour, and we basically used most of the motorway, so we got near enough to the top speed, which is 223 miles an hour, so 10 miles an hour off of it. Not too bad indeed, and we've got a super wheel spin. Shall we showcase that? Just maybe, let's see what we get. Hopefully it's something good now. Oh, yeah, Lamborghini Urus. How about that? That's not too bad. I've kind of been using the technique of just pressing the collect prize button and it seems to be working for me. Right then, moving on to the handling / drifting test. This area looks amazing in the autumn time, man. Holy moly. But anyway, the one thing, as you can probably tell straight from the get-go, as you're seeing right now, the steering on this is absolutely incredible. The speed of it is mental, but the only complaint I have of it is it's a wee bit too light for me. It's a wee bit too light. I wish there was a wee bit more heaviness to it and then it would be absolutely perfect. But in terms of the toe and everything for this car, I do not need to fuck around with that because it gets turned in like a freaking housefly, man. I mean, if you thought the 458 was fast in terms of turning in, drive this thing. Holy moly, it is quick. And it definitely earns, okay, absolutely crap myself that Mercedes back there, but yeah, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, the car actually earns a little bit more extra cool points because it has the little stripe that I love on the steering wheel. Cracking little touch on these sorts of cars, man. Just helps you so much just to like know where the car's going and everything. It's a nice little thing. Move out the way, traffic, brake, trying to get by the transit van. Oh yes, I've just realised what road we've come onto right now. Been a couple of days since I've driven it, so should we try it in a proper race car? Last time I was down here it was in the Eagle Speedster. Properly put our foot down, see what it's like. Oh yes, whoa, we're gonna get some air there. Brake. Maybe I need to fuss for this one. Yeah, I've noticed that the gearing at second and first gear quite long. They are pretty damn long, but moving on to the actual specs of this thing, as we know, it's got a twin-turbo 2.9 litre V8 pumping out 691 horsepower and 526 foot-pounds of torque. 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Okay, we nearly killed ourselves. And the top speed is 223 miles an hour. That is in the game. I'm not too sure if we can go that quick in real life. I highly doubt it. But the weight of this thing is where it is at. It's 2,936 pounds or 1,331 kilograms, which is very light indeed for something that has this much power. So it looks like we are going to be visiting Edinburgh after all in this video. Can't leave it out of a freaking Haggis and Horsepower episode, can I? But yeah, the car is just amazing for grip, man. Absolutely amazing for grip. And we're going to find out because we're in a very tight and twisty freaking city right now. Oh. The noise of this thing, man. It's a proper raw thing, and that's what I love about it. Let's kick it up here, maybe try and drift it. Nope, the gearing is not having it, man. That just completely died on me. Maybe try it again. No, nope. It obviously isn't a car set up for drifting, so yeah, it's good to see cars like this, man, if you know what I mean. Even if you try and drift it, it's like, no, hell no, you're not having fun. We're just properly trying to focus on down, properly try to freaking race here. So one little blast around Coburn Street, and I think we're going to round it off in a little minute. Oh my god! We're going to crash into that transit van. Jesus Christ, you can go down there at some speed. Oh man, this is definitely one of the quickest cars in terms of like reaction timing and everything you can have out of it in the game, I would say. Absolutely glorious thing. So apologies if the drive was a little bit shorter than normal for this thing. As I said at the start, I am not a massive fan of this car. The handling has won me over for it, right? I was expecting it to win me over, but I do prefer the normal F40, man. I can see myself driving that a lot more than this. Don't get me wrong, it's still an amazing car, but everyone has their own tastes, and that is something you should not actually frown upon. Obviously, you have your own taste, I have my own taste, and that's completely fine if you like this thing more than me. But as I said, personally, I would take the normal one over this any day. And just when I'm finishing the video, it starts to rain. Yeah. But anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode of Haggis and Horsepower, then all I ask for you to do is leave a wee like on it. It generally does make me happy and urges me on to make more videos for you. And also, the biggest thing is if you share the video around, because that helps the channel and the videos get noticed by a lot more people, therefore putting us in a direction in which I could possibly do this full time. And who the heck is this? What the hell is wrong with his eyes there? Has he got them stupid googly glasses? I think he has, hasn't he? Yeah, that was a wee bit weird, but anyway, guys, if you're feeling like an absolute legend as well, then my Patreon link is down in the description below. That is probably the biggest way you can help me out in terms of getting us to full time for the channel. But fucking thing just buzzing around, man. It's like a wild wasp. But anyway, guys, without rambling on anymore, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.